Hi, hey, and welcome to my new Let's Play series. Uh, mine's switch over here. I'm going to be doing a playthrough on Elm Creek. This is when I'm playing a max out playthrough, which is something that I've never really done and not play by the map. I generally play until I get bored, which can take anywhere from just a couple sessions on some maps to many, many months on others, not only through years of game time. But I've never actually done a map from the ground up, working and buying all the things as they go. Half the time, I just go and I end up using mod cheats, like I just, okay, buy this, or give me all this, or, whatever, and it's fun for a while, but it also kind of speeds along the gameplay. So, so what will I bring to the entire YouTube Let's Play space? Basically, it's going to be me and how I play the game versus the other people that I watch, like Mr. CAP or Far Sim Guy, or, the other people that I might watch an episode or two. I am not big into realism or realistic gameplay. I think that's because I live in a heavily farming area of the US. I see this stuff every day. I live around it. And honestly, I think if I wanted realism, I would just go and do it. Some of these people, they don't have that ability. They might live in an area that doesn't lend itself to being employed on a farm or checking out a farm. This is something I've been wanting to do for years. I've been an avid farm sim player ever since Farm Sim 15. I played 15, 17, and 19 on console, on my Xbox or PlayStation, or whatever I had at the time. Mostly Xbox. Starting with Farm Sim 22, I started playing on PC. And I started noticing all the PC mods that are available, like the scripting and all that. And they're nice for setting up exactly what you want. So, while I'm not going to shy away from mods in general, or try to be more realistic and all that stuff, I am going to try to limit some of the more fast progression-oriented mods. One thing I do use a lot, but not in the way people might think, is Easy Console. That's not the exact name of it, but it's pretty close. Or, you can change everything about the game. It's meant for testing and development and setting up storylines and doing all that kind of stuff. I don't use 90% of the stuff in Premiere. Sometimes I use the surrounding multiplier or I'll set a tracker back to 0 if I have to. Or like there's been times in the past where I'd use this to buy a farm. I don't plan on using hardly any of it this playthrough, but if you do happen to see it on the screen, that's what it's there for. This farm. Okay, getting into what this playthrough will be. This farm, like you can probably tell already, is Elm Creek. I started off new farmer because that gives you just a few things. There's a few things that I've changed. Like I've switched out the starting. I don't really like that starting combat that you get. So I changed it for New Holland, which is still in the same ballpark. I will not be doing contracts. It's just I never do contracts. I never play contracts. That's just not what I'm gonna be about here. Okay. So I'll go through and tell you what's settings I've turned off, because I know various people that watch these things like to know. Turned off seasons, weeds, traffic, plowing, and crop destruction. Don't really care for them. It's not gonna. I'm not here for that kind of challenge. My challenge is trying to do everything. I've turned on stones, snow, fast dirt, and precision farming. I like precision farming. Some say it makes it easier, some say it makes it harder. I don't really care. I think that the nature and the goal of what makes a great let's play video, a great playthrough of these different what makes a great playthrough experience for the viewer is seeing the person's personality and their way of playing the game, because you can do untold amount of things in this game. It's so detailed. Some people are really into the realism. Some people are really into they don't like to do forestry, or they don't like to do animals, or they just want to sit down and play the game, and they don't care if they're using whatever cheats it takes to get through it, or they don't care if they do all kinds of things. It's a fun game. And so if I'm out here trying to be like everybody else, I'm not gonna it'd be a disservice to any potential viewer. And if I get even one viewer, that'd be great. I'm going into this festival with a completely blank slate. Essentially no followers on my account, and essentially no expectation of viewers. But if I get viewers and people end up liking my content, and I get a decent go through, then one thing I might be able to do, no promises, but in the future, these are like goals that I have in mind. I would like to go to the various farm implement companies around here, like the what's it? A case dealer, case IH dealer around here. We have Kubota, right next town over. We got Amazon and Class. There's a dealer not too far from here. Basically, if it's a major dealer in the U.S., then I can get to it within maybe 100 miles of here. So I would love to be able to call up one of those dealers, be like, "Hey, I have this YouTube channel, and my viewers want to see these farm implements that I play with in game. They want to see them online, want to see them in real life. Can I come over and just show it off?" Yeah, that would be like the dream. But I'm not there. I'm not ever either. Yeah. Enough of that tangent. There's gonna be a lot of those. 'Cause I have ADHD. I'm just gonna go all over the place. Okay. Another thing is starting off on 1 day months, and as the fields and the farming progresses, when I get to the point where I can't do all of it in 1 day, because I'm playing by myself, I'm not playing multiplayer. If when I get to the point where I can't do it all in 1 day cycle, then I will add multiple days to the months. Just going up from there until I can take care of everything. It's going to be a challenge trying to take care of this entire map. You know, these things are huge. And to be honest, as many times as I've played through this map, almost always only focus on this middle part here. Um, so, like, from the highway to the railroad is generally about all I've ever used on this map. So it's going to be a different experience for me once I get down into these corners or this upper part here. Now, when I say I'm by all the land, I'm mainly just talking about the fields here. Not talking about like the forestry bits or things that I can't really control. But yeah, um, but yeah. Next, in addition to buying the things and buying the properties and whatever, I'm going to be working up from the bottom. Meaning, at first, I'm just going to be doing basic farming, plant the crop, seed, feed, fertilizer, all that stuff. Now, one thing I do is I do not buy like the individual seed and fertilizer packages to fill the machines, but I have the AI purchase on. So as the thing goes along, I am still paying for the stuff. It's just not having to load it in myself. With kind of, the realism angle. I'm not really about that. I do plan on working my way up into production chains, but that's going to be later on. I do want to do like animal farming. That's going to be like a big thing, like cows, chickens, pigs. Yeah, taking care of that. That's also part of the production chain stuff also. I'm not really going to be using too much mod acceleration, but I am going to be using it where it matters. Like if I get an equipment stuck somewhere, and instead of like resetting it to the store, I might just turn on super strength and flip it back over or yank it out of something. Um, I won't necessarily be setting like, oh, I need this tractor. It's 300,000. So let me go ahead and add 300,000 in. You know, I'll try not to do that as much as I really can because I've done most of it in the early setup. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so with all that out of the way, I think it's time to turn this game on, set it to the starting value, and go from there. Alright. Okay, so let's get started. Now, just in case someone tries to call this out in the comments or something, I set my money balance to 100,000 like it is in New Farmer, just to start off. And because that before bounced for like 83,000 or whatever, that was fun and having left after I put in different things and sold different things and whatever. Let's get this started. And I do play with a lot of my menus and things on because it makes things so much easier for me. If you don't like that, sorry. Probably not gonna change. Let's see here. I'm doing a lot of wild here. I think that field of front will eventually turn into grass. I should do this field back here, grass. I'll probably have to plow this thing first, don't I? Yeah, it's what is this thing here? All the things are kind of odd because I have the start in spring, so all the fields are kind of off, but it'll work out. So I have a very big believer in the AI helpers. Letting them handle everything. And it's going to be very important once I start getting like lots of fields together. And I've parked this right here. It's empty. Let's see. Yeah. I have a thing. Um, I don't. I don't have a fertilizer. See how much that is. Uh, fertilizer spreaders. My favorite fertilizer. I mean, right here is this. Change this here. I think I've decided I'm going to do grass back here. Maybe not right now, like the first playthrough, because it might take a bit to get all the stuff. But yeah. So this was at the beginning. I'm not going to be able to do much, like strategically holding on to crop. See when their biggest window is and sell thin. Like I have to sell when I can. All right, let's go and pick up that. Right in the store. We had one other thing I'll mention is I'm not like great with video editing or doing things, so it's something I'm going to learn over time. So these first few videos, these very not good production level, but I figure that will get better over time. Okay, so it was a big decision in my mind whether or not I should start this as the new farmer fields like typical up here, or if I should set it up in more of like close to the store there. But I've decided to go with the way it starts just because. Before it's fertilized. Okay, so here's one of the best things about playing on PC versus console. It is a thing here called courseplay. Basically, what this is, if you've never seen it before in these videos, is it's essentially the AI helper, except more programmable. You can tell it what to do. Yeah, this one doesn't require that. Okay. So I don't need to fertilize that. And one thing other good about it is this little pop-up here. You can click that and switch immediately to your thing that is finished. Let's go and do weed at first just to get, or do barley. Okay. And I'll set up course play on this one since I didn't need to set it up on the other one. Do headland one. And as you can see here, why is my mini map so zoomed out? As you see here, I did basically an AI helper, but more you can define it better. Instead of just being like simple, you can say, hey, do this field in this way, and it does it. It's really good for those massive squiggly fields that are perfect, like rectangles. All you have to do is just line up, you know, not perfectly, but close, and just let it go. Yeah, these starter files, not really that important on, they're not really that big. But yeah, they come really handy once you get into the bigger things or the more misshapen fields. Let's switch over. Okay, so that's covered. Go back here, see if this one needs it. I don't know if it does or not. As you notice, the money goes down really quickly because it's paying for what it's spraying. Which is one way I'd always prefer to do it there. Then with precision farming on, it only sprays out certain amounts depending on the soil type and how fast you're going and basically stuff like that. Alright. And it's blocked by that hole there, which is really common thing on this map, but it's basically already done. So I turned off and I got fixed my phone once I forgot to pause it. And then to the second field here, if you notice the amount it's spraying out goes up and down as you cross into those different soil types. That's one thing I like about precision farming versus just regular. And it's not picky about when you put it down. It doesn't have to be like right as you plant. Or I guess an open field like that one. So this like it does a nutrient. Okay. I need to. That's it. Let's see. Let's feel the line growing close. Let's feel growing far away. Let's feel growing close. And we're still growing soybeans. Okay, so that I'm going to end this first episode. Hopefully it's at least one here. I'm going to try to upload regularly. What that means as far as days, I really don't know. But this is the thing. So make sure to do the YouTube thing of subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Guarantee they won't all be as long and rambly with 20 minutes of just sitting there talking at the beginning. Yeah, sure. Thanks.